All right, so this is going to be on navigating or fixing the ribbon and some other tips and tricks. Okay, so on Inventor, we called this part right here the ribbon. That's what I'm going to be calling it for now until I learn otherwise with Fusion 360. But we know that occasionally on Inventor, you could lose a whole panel, like it would disappear, or maybe like the primitives panel, it's not automatically there. If you don't select it, or yeah, you haven't selected it. So let's look a little bit about how Fusion 360 works, and see what we can learn about it. So we've got these panels here, okay, and they've got some frequently used commands in them, okay, like assemble has new component, joint, which I believe is the new term for constraints, but that'll be in another video. Well, the nice thing is Fusion 360 is pretty intuitive, and it's actually kind of hard to mess up the view and yeah, get in a place where you don't know what's going on. One thing you want to make sure is you're on the right tab. Okay, so you might accidentally be on the Surface tab or the Tools tab and be like, oh shoot, how do I extrude, right? Or yeah, and it's just a matter of getting back to solid. Okay, so that would be the first thing to check if things look kind of weird. All right. Next thing you could do is maybe if one of these gets removed, or let's say you had one that you were using frequently and you want it to be back there, like maybe web. This is what you would have done to get it on there in the first place. You would have said, all right, I want this to be pinned to the toolbar. Okay, and so now it shows up in the toolbar. So yeah, you're going along, whatever, and somehow it goes away. Okay, well, all you have to do, yeah, is just click on this drop down, find that command again, and then go to the three dots and pin to the toolbar. Okay, really simple. There's other ways you can edit the view by going to View, and if things get really weird, just reset to default layout. Okay, that's gonna set it back to how it was. You can hide things, which is nice, but yeah, you can bring them back here too if they get hidden. So one other thing I'll just show you while I'm at it, as far as tips and tricks, they nicely put what the keyboard shortcut is right on this drop down, okay, for some of these frequently used commands, right? So extrude, if you just hit the letter E key on your keyboard, it's gonna start the extrude feature or that command. Okay, if you hit the H, it's going to start the whole command. Okay, so that's pretty nifty to know. I remember with the older version of Inventor, I think it was 2016, it was really easy to just hit those keys and bring those commands up. But for some reason, at least with the installation of it of the 2018 Inventor on our computers at school, those same commands were not there anymore. So it made it a little more difficult, because it's really quick if you can just hit a key to do an extrude rather than every time having to move your cursor here and click that, especially if you're trying to extrude a lot of things. So I hope this helps.